All right, Salakia, for the interruption. My camera ran out of data space, so I had to take some things off. But getting back to Revelation 18 and 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. Okay, how much America has glorified herself and lived deliciously. And it's you white people that live in here mainly. Okay, you glorified yourself, living deliciously, being able to buy anything you want, living in these big houses, being able to buy expensive clothes, being able to, just go around the world on different trips, taking your kids anywhere they want, taking them to these amusement parks, expensive restaurants, and just living it up, man. Okay, and building all these things for yourself, and building all these houses and apartment buildings and all this other stuff. You live deliciously, man, and you're glorifying yourself. Oh, I'm white. This is white privilege. Like wow, Bob, we can do whatever we want. This is our country. I'm white. Wow, I'm white. I can do what I want. It's an amazing thing to be white. I'm not a nigger. I'm not a nigger. I'm not with those niggers in the ghetto with that rap music stuff. And you live deliciously and look down upon the children of Israel, man, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, double, and you're gonna get double for that, man. Let me read that again. How much you have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. So much torment and sorrow give her. Okay, and that's the elect out here because you so-called white people are in danger, man. You are gonna be extinct real soon, and you're in a world of trouble, man. Okay, torment and sorrow is gonna give you, and that's them fucking missiles, man. And your country going down before your eyes. Okay, okay. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. Meaning you proud, man. You are a proud bitch, America. You are a proud whore, and the Most High is gonna bring judgment on you like he did Egypt, because Egypt was a proud bitch and a proud whore, and built many monuments and all this stuff. And what happened? It was destroyed. Okay, the Most High destroyed that place through the prophet Moses. That place was destroyed, man, and it never became the same as it was. Okay, in this verse 9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication live deliciously with her, shall wail and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Okay, and because the whole world is gonna see the destruction of America, man, the whole entire world, and how they gonna see it through the internet. Okay, you have satellites out there in space, man, digital cell phones. People gonna be watching on their cell phones and on their computers, laptops, or whatever devices they have. They're gonna be watching this, and it's gonna be breaking news. And they're gonna just show probably the satellite images of with the spots that the nuclear bombs hit. Okay, they're not gonna necessarily be able to see the fire when it comes, but they're gonna see the smoke of it. It's gonna be all over the world. America's been hit with nuclear bombs, man. Okay, it's gonna be televised all over the damn world, man. Standing afar off for fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. In 1 hour is this place gonna be wiped off the damn map. Do you know how the size of the United States is? Okay, we out here in Illinois. Illinois is a pretty big state, not compared to California and Texas, but it's pretty big. If you ever take a road trip or something, you'll see the landmass. You'll see the different places outside the city, the rural areas, the cornfields, that type of stuff. The different landscape, the land masses. It's huge. So in 1 hour, this damn place, that's not a lot of time, man. Okay, it take them missiles 30 minutes to get over here. Some of them 20, depending if it's how close the submarine could get. But I want to know the ones on land. What Russia got the Topple M missile. It's a missile driven on a vehicle, and they'll shoot it over. It take 30 minutes to get over here, but they have submarine missiles. They can come close to the land, and hey, who knows? Them jokers might get over here in 20 or 15 minutes. You never know, depending on how close the submarine can get out over here. Okay, but the bottom line is that in 1 hour, it's gonna be goddamn destroyed, man. And the Most High is gonna do it. Okay, and like I say, you're gonna use Russia. China, Iran, and these different nations that have nuclear bombs, they're gonna tear this place up, man. Okay, so this building you showing this just a maybe a movie director's rendition of a nuclear bat, maybe a terrorist attack or something. But it's not gonna even be this left, man. It's not gonna be nothing left here. Period, man. This place gonna be a goddamn desert. See right there, that's black sand. This how it's gonna probably look. The sky probably gonna be red. Foolishly speaking, I'm not saying this is exactly how it's gonna look, but it's gonna be a damn desert. Okay, and it makes sense if it. I mean, I ain't gonna say that, but it might be black sand though. Who knows? But the bottom line is that this place is gonna be goddamn destroyed, man. Okay. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. So the Chinese, the Arabs, the Japanese got Toyota, Honda, and what's the other one? Toyota, Honda, um, and Nissan. Those are like pretty good cars, man. Then they got Infinity, Acura, and Lexus. Okay, very nice cars. Those people are gonna mourn. The Germans have BMWs, um, Audi, Volkswagen, Mercedes Benz. Those people are gonna mourn. Okay, the English, the British people, they got the Bentley and Maybach. They're gonna mourn. The Chinese people make all these products over here. Your shirts, your cell phones, LG. I think LG is Korean though. Samsung, Sony, those are Japanese. These people are gonna mourn because they're not gonna be able to make any more money off of this bitch, man. Okay, they're not gonna be able to run trains on this poor America. Okay, that vagina is used up, and now it's time for her to go, man. Okay, she like a deadly disease person on his last leg. That's America, all right. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and of pearls and fine linen, and purple and silk and scarlet, and all fine wood, and all manner of vessels of ivory, and all manner of vessels of precious wood, and of brass, and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. Okay, so all these things are symbolic of what we have in modern day society, that you are selling over here. And slaves of men, which is still going on today, slavery, which is still going on today, okay, through your businesses and everything. All right. And the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all at thee, in thee at all, and ain't nothing gonna be left here, man. Ain't nothing gonna be left here but strange creatures, man. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple, and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Okay, so how ironic is that? Okay, let me read that again. And saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple. Okay, purple is a derivative of red. Purple is a derivative of blue, rather. Okay, I used to be into art, heavy into art and painting and stuff. And purple is definitely a derivative of blue. And what is one of the main colors of America? Blue. And scarlet. Scarlet is a derivative of red. Okay, what are the colors of America? Red, white, and blue. Okay, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Okay, and that's the symbolic of that whore sitting on that beast. That beast is the EU system, which is falling apart slowly but surely. Okay, and that represents America. That whole riding that beast, that slut, that whoremonger. Okay, this is verse 17. For in 1 hour so great riches has come to nothing, to not to nothing. Okay, not means nothing. In 1 hour, okay, it's come to nothing. Okay, for every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, That city is like unto this. What city is like unto this great city? They're saying, what city is like unto this great city? Man, America had nuclear bombs. Man, they supposed to have the best military. They got the Marines, what they call these damn people, the Marine Corps. So I forget the name of the other cats they got, but the best army over there. What city is like unto this great city? They had great basketball players. They had great football players. They had great boxers and all these great games and all these great things came out of America. What city is like unto America? They had beautiful women and all this and that. What city is like unto it? It's like no other city. But it's gonna be goddamn destroyed in 1 hour. Okay? And they cast dust on their heads. Dust meaning confusion. They shook their head, they crying and weeping, man. And cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, the great city. And they gonna be boo-hooing like hell, man. They gonna be boo-hooing. Okay? You ever seen a bride that gets something taken from her and she boo-hooing and crying? Or some little kids? That's how they gonna be. Okay? Saying, alas, alas, the great city wherein were made rich, all that had ships in the sea by reason of her coastlines. For in 1 hour is made desolate. Okay, 1 hour, she gonna be out of this place, man. Most I gonna have her ass gone, man. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh have avenged you on her. And most high willing, we are part of that elect, man. And we are gonna be rejoicing, man. Most high willing, we're part of the elect, even if not, to see this goddamn cracker go down, this white man and this woman and his system, and just see them get took out, man. I'll be rejoice over that, man. Be in the streets going crazy, man, laughing and rejoicing. We have a sip of wine, but most high willing, we're part of that elect. And the apostles and elders are gonna rejoice over her, man. Okay, it's gonna be a great day, man. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Let me read that again, verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh have avenged you on her. Avenged you, meaning for all the wickedness that you've done to the children of Israel, man. Okay? Going way back to slavery up until now, man. Okay? You're going to rejoice over you being destroyed, man. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone, okay, and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all, okay? So it said, thus with violence. So this place was started through violence, and it's going to end with violence, okay? And the voice of harpers and musicians and pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, okay? So it's going to be no more R&B music, no more rap music, no more rock and roll music, no more pop music. Whatever type of music that's popular out here then and now is not going to be heard at all no more ever, man. Okay? No craftsman of whatsoever craft he shall be. Okay? Nobody working no more. Okay? Shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For the for thy merchants were the great men of the earth. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. So by thy sorceries, thy wickedness, man. Because when you go around here in America and look at the skyscrapers and the buildings and stuff, it's all type of symbols on it, demonic symbols and animals and creatures and what they call them damn thing, gargoyles and different beasts from like Babylon and Egypt and Assyria and all these other nations that worship these demons and these different entities. They all over the buildings, all over the world. So that's like the devil tempted Yahweh Shai and told him, if you bow down and worship me, I'll give you all the kingdoms of the earth and the glory of them. And basically, the so-called white man bowed down to the devil. So that's how he got everything he wants. And one of the ways of bowing down to the devil, he put all this symbology from all these different empires and these different gods, the Greek gods, the Babylon gods, the Roman gods, all over his buildings and stuff. And the architect of Washington, D.C. is all about Babylon and Egypt, man, and the demons they worship. And that's how you put sorcery on people. On your money, it's all type of demons on your money. Okay? I'm going to end it right here. And in her was found the blood of the prophets. Okay? Because when you go back, brothers like Nat Turner, and brothers like Geronimo, the so-called Native Apache brother, so-called Native American. That's one of the saints, and different brothers and sisters out here that was doing the work out here. Okay, and the blood of the prophet, it was found in this place, man. Okay, because you put them to death, you hung them, you tortured them, you did different things, put them in jail. Okay, and you're gonna pay for that, man. Read that again. And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. Okay. So for all these things, judgment is going to come on America, man. And this place is going to be goddamn destroyed, man. America is going to be destroyed. And it's not going to be nobody left here, man. It's going to be a goddamn desert. And like I say, most I willing brothers out here doing this work in sincerity and truth. I pray that we're part of that chosen elect, man. Okay? And with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. And salutations to all you Akim out there doing this work in sincerity and truth. Shalom.